And welcome back to the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. How are you guys? It has been a couple weeks since we've been here. This is our first live back from our 2-week company shutdown, and y'all, it was so good for the soul, so good for my soul. I know it was good for Sadie's soul. It was very good for all of us to just have a little bit of a break and come back refreshed and absolutely ready to craft with you guys. And y'all, I don't know if you saw over the 2-week company shutdown that we have something big, we have something huge coming for our boot camp. So Sadie has dropped a link. If you have not gotten signed up for boot camp, we are having boot camp July the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. I've got to get my dates. It's July 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We are doing a 3-day boot camp, and y'all, it is going to be epic. When I say that, and I feel like I said this, if you watch the video, we posted 2 videos just kind of hyping you all up, getting you all ready for boot camp. And I talked about how this is probably one of the, it's a very, very innovative something that we are doing for our members, and we are officially releasing it the first day of boot camp. So it is really, really big. It's going to be a game changer for you all, and it's not even really things that you all have asked for, but it's things that we feel like we need to have as part of our membership if we are going to continue to grow and evolve and do better for you all. It's things that we are adding to our membership, and I think that you all are going to be stoked when you find out and you figure out and we tell you what it is. Hello everybody, I see a lot of familiar faces here, or I say familiar faces, familiar names here in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Now, enough of that. Let's talk about what we are going to be doing today. And y'all, we are going to be learning how to create a foil effect in Canva. This is so cute and can be used in so many different ways. Let's just go overhead and I want to show you all. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like printed out. These are the stickers that we have created, but we are teaching you, and this is not with foil. This is just colors that we have put together in Canva, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. And how to do this in different colors. Lorraine, you're a day behind. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's okay. Actually, I was going to say you gained a day, but you're losing one. You're losing a day. It's not Tuesday. Okay, we'll go back overhead. So this is what we're going to be creating. Now, do you have to create stickers with this? Absolutely not. We just wanted to show you guys. I wanted to have something to show you all, like an example of what you could use with this foil effect. So we can do this in gold, we can do this in copper, we can do this in silver, we can do this in so many different colors, and we have added a new resource to our website. Carol says, I'm learning sublimation now, but foiling is calling my name. So Carol, you can actually create this fake, this is like a faux foiled effect in Canva for your sublimation. You can do this and make it look like it's foiled, but it's not, it's just sublimated. Like I said, there's so many different things that you can do. So let's go ahead and hop over to our share screen. This is what we have set up, but I'm going to teach you all pretty much how to create whatever you want. But before we start learning, I do want to show you, if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, let me just go to the home page so I can show you exactly how to get there. If you are part of the Makers Gonna Learn membership, you have access to this resource, and you will forever have access to this resource that we have created. And how you are going to find that is by going to this drop-down menu with dashboards, going to your Makers Gonna Learn dashboard, and then from there, you go down to resources. I feel like resources is one that is overlooked a lot, but this is where this foil resource is going to live. So you're going to click on resources and then boom. Here are all the foil effects that we have created for you that you can recreate. I have the hex codes under here for you guys to be able to, I was about to say, I don't know that we can copy and paste them, but you can type these in and use these exact hex codes to get this foil effect. Now, you can create whatever foil or gradient effect that you want, but these to us, these just look like foil, and that is what we are focusing in on today. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop back over into Canva and let me show you how you can start designing. You can also do this with text. I don't know if you guys can see this. We'll zoom in. But we have done this with text as well. So you can do this on a name and you can sublimate it, or you can do this on a name and make a sticker. There's literally, the possibilities are endless. You can do print and cut things for fronts, for cards, cake toppers, so many things you can do with this effect. So let's go ahead and dive down here and let me just start showing you exactly how we're going to do this. So I'm probably going to build a sticker. I don't know if I want to do like a circular sticker or not, but the first thing that let's just go ahead and start from the basics. I'm going to add a circle to my canvas. Okay, now I don't know if y'all know this, but you can very quickly add a circle. Actually, I'm going to change this background because I feel like it's very washed out. I want you all to be able to see the difference between the outside and my actual canvas that I'm working on. So I don't know if y'all know this shortcut key, but you can quickly add a circle to your document literally just by hitting the letter C on your keyboard. And that's it. It really is that quick. So to create a foil effect, one thing that you need to know and be aware of is there are going to be certain things that you can add a gradient foil effect to, and there are going to be certain things that you cannot add a gradient foil effect to. So if we go over here to elements, here you can see I've been recently searching. So this is just a circle element that we have found. So if you were to go to elements and you were to type in circle, and let's say you found one here. Here's just a regular black circle. Because this is a graphic, you can change the color of a graphic, but you cannot make a gradient color. Now let me show you the difference. So if I choose this, which is a shape, now the shapes are still found in the Elements tab. So you can see this right here says Graphics, this says Shapes. If you want to add a gradient effect to just a basic shape, make sure you are choosing from this Shapes section, okay? Not from Graphics. Because when you choose from Shapes, it's not a flattened image. So what we can do is we can come up here to the colors. As of right now, you're like, oh, I can't figure out what are you doing? Then after you do that, you're going to go to this plus, add new color. And then from there, now do you see the difference? There is a solid color tab here, and then there is a gradient tab right here. So all you have to do is come over here to gradient, and then you can choose your style of gradient. If you want it to go left to right, bottom to top, you can choose how you want your gradient to be. Now from there, here is where we are going to start putting in all of our foil colors. So we're going to choose this one first. And now I'm going to hop back over here. Let's just say, what do we want to do? What color? I feel like this copper is a really good one. So we'll start with copper. So what you're gonna do now is you are gonna type in this hex code, the ED9A58. So we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna type in ED, I don't remember, 9A58. 9A58. And that is our first gradient color on this piece, okay? So we're gonna come back to here. We're gonna go to the second one. The second gradient color, all of these are gonna have 6 colors that are gradient together. So the second one is this F3BC7C, if I can remember that. F3BC7C. Okay. The next one is, I really wish that we could copy and paste this, but A55123. So this one is going to be A55123. Boom. Do you see how it's starting to come together? We're going to add another color. This one is the 712-800, 712-800. We're going to add a 5th one, F9CB8F. And then the last one is going to be DA935B. DA935B. And boom, look at that foil effect. That is how it's done, y'all. I love that, and that really gives a nice foil effect. Now, I'm gonna come back over here, and I wanna change, like, ooh, I like it sideways. Also, that one's kinda cool. I'm not liking that one as much with the 6 colors. I don't think it blends as well, but I do really like that one. That one's also really cool. Let's go with this one. Jennifer, you did not miss very much. We are just going over, and guys, if you do miss part of it or you have to step away, you can always re-watch this as many times as you need to. It does live free here on the Maker's Gonna Learn channel, so you can always go back and re-watch. But that is how easy it is to create a foil effect in Canva. And from here, we can start building a sticker if we wanted to. So if you wanted to build a sticker, what I would do from here is come over to my elements, and now I would search for whatever element you want to put on top. Now, you can see up here, we did this one that has a dinosaur head. Now, it is a perfectly circular element that we added on top of it. You may have some issues finding an element that you are wanting to use that fits that circular like emblem. You don't have to use a circle though. You can really use whatever. So Sadie, give me something we could put on a sticker.
Like an element?
Yeah, like an element.
You could do flowers. You could do stars.
Okay. Let's do, let's just see if we can find an emblem that we would want. Okay, like something like this. Let's boop, boop, move it down here. I mean, that one doesn't. And you can start like adding stuff on top of it. Now the one that we did was just a dinosaur head. So dinosaur. And then this was what it popped up. And it just so happened to be like perfectly circular, and it worked great. Like that looks really cool to me. But what you're going to do is you are going to search for elements that you can then layer on top of it. Now, you don't have to. It's not like you have to do it this way, but this right here, you see how the black element, you have this inner portion that is completely like see-through, it's not white, and it kind of shows through. That is what makes it look foiled and makes it look really, really cool. So let's do basketball. That's a circular. Let's see if there's a cool basketball we could maybe put on top of this. Okay, great example. I'm so glad I picked this one. Do you see the difference? How we can't put that on top and it doesn't look, or we can put that on top but it doesn't look great. And we can't even, because it's a graphic, do you remember what I said? Because it is a graphic, we cannot add a gradient color to a graphic. So even if I chose the white portion, coming over here and changing the colors, there's not that solid and gradient feel on the top. So we can't, so that's one that I probably wouldn't choose. But let's just go ahead and delete that one. This one though is one that you definitely could do on top of it to make it look like it is kind of foiled. Let's see if we can make it fit the, like that looks really cool. Like that's a cool basketball sticker, if you ask me. But like I said, it does not have to be circular for you all to get this effect. You can do this on any shape. So let's see if we have like a, let's just do black floral, because I just want like, I want to find an element that we could maybe use that would be like if we had a different shape. I want to kind of show you what maybe like a different shape would look like. Floral, okay. That's not completely. Okay, this one could work. So let's say we like this one and you wanted to turn it somehow into like a foil type sticker. What I would do is I would add a rectangle here like this. Boom. We're moving it to the back like that. Then, because this is a shape that I just grabbed, I can then, we're going to have to go to position, layers here. I can then go to my colors and I can add a gradient. So if we wanted to do this one as a gradient, let's do it as a, let's do this rose gold. So now what you're going to do is you are going to take these hex codes, and once again, we're going to do this over here in Canva, and you're just going to start adding in these colors. BB 8D80. That's our first one. Our second one. Actually, let me see if I can find a pen and a piece of paper, and I'm going to write all these down right now so that I don't have to go back and forth. So FBE. Does anybody have any questions so far? Sadie, if you see any questions that I miss, please let me know. D, D, A, D, A, 9, F, 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 6, F, 5, C, 5, 9, 2, 8, 1. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start typing these in. So FB, EAE, 3. Ooh, this one's going to be pretty, I feel. EB, CCCA, add. And honestly, you can stop at as many or as few as you want. DDA, DA9. FFF6, F5. And then the last one, C59281. Boom. Now I do think that I would like to change the direction. That one's pretty. And then we can also change the color of our flowers if we wanted to. Too much, too much, too much. I mean, no, that's not it either. Whoa! Nope. But you can see how you can play around with it, do it with different shapes. You can also, I'm just going to go ahead and delete this one, and I think I'm going to bring this basketball back in because I did like that one. So, nope, wrong one. Is it this one? Yeah. What you can also do, well, with this one, it would be hard to. But you can also do it with text. So let me just do that dino head again. Because it had a large area to like put the name. So we're going to zoom in here. Add that there, and now if you wanted to, you can do gradients with text as well. So if we brought a text box in, and let's say we added a name, we'll do Asher. We're going to make it larger. You can come up here to your colors, and you can add the exact same gradients to the name, and then add it on top, so that it looks like it is completely cut out of the, like out of that black portion. So then we're gonna go to Effects, and we can curve this a little bit here to get it to fit, make it smaller, put it in that top corner like that. And it lines up like the foils line up. Like, I just think it looks so good. I love it. And let's go ahead and we're going to duplicate. We'll make a basketball sticker too. There was just not a really, I just wanted to show you all how you can add a name and you can put a foil effect on it. But we'll download these two, and then I'll show you how we can set these up in Design Space. We're going to group those together. I'm going to go ahead and group those together as well. And how you can set these up in Design Space. I use this effects on cupcake toppers, and it looked so realistic. It really does. When it prints out, if you didn't know that it's not true foil, it looks like it is truly foiled. So we had some people ask, the foil effects are locked in MGL. Yes, so we have created, we have come up with these foil effects, and it is a resource that we have created for members. So if you want to get your hands on this resource so that you have access to all of these colors, you can sign up for our $7 trial membership, and you can get this and you can download it if you would like to. But this is definitely something that we have made for our members. But we also wanted to show you all and teach you exactly how to do it. You don't have to use these exact colors. You can do a gradient effect with pretty much any colors you would like. So if you were not, let's say you were not using those exact hex codes, what you can do to create a gradient is you just come over here. I will say that Canva does have some default gradient colors down here that you can work with. If you wanted to, and what you would do is just come up here and edit and like add some colors, play around with it, add another one. Maybe this time we want to go back toward the green side, add another one. So you can see you can add and do as many gradients as you would like. You can also, I think you can, yes, the styles, but I thought that you could change, I thought you could change how much of each one was shown, but I guess not. But you can add your own, you are signed in. I am a member. Okay, if it's locked for you when you are signed in, I will work with Mark to make sure that that is not locked. It was not locked for me earlier, but I will make sure to get that unlocked for everybody. I promise. I'm so sorry. We literally just added it to the website a while ago. But that is how you would create your own gradients. But these don't look as much like foil as these that we had come up with. So do the colors stay in your Canva? Do you need to enter them on every sheet? So if it's on, that's a really, really good question. So if we are on this document, you can see we have this document pulled up, we have these gradients. Then when I go to a color, then, or when I go to change the color of something, because they are on this page, they show up here. Now, what I would do if I were you is I would, if you don't want to continually add those in, what you can do is have one document that has all of the gradient colors in it. And then what you can do is we can just, I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to Command C this. I'm going to go to Home, Create. We're just going to create a new document. We'll just go with an 8.5 by 11. So if you have one Canva document where all of the gradient colors live, then you should be able to copy and paste it, and now it will live here in your colors. Now, I don't think that you can set them unless you have Canva Pro. You might could create a brand kit with all of the colors in it. Let's see if we can, I don't even know if we can add one. Let's go to brand. Can we add, nope. I don't even know that, create personal brand kit. Let's see if we can do Canva gradient colors. I don't know, we're playing around with it. I'm playing around with it right now. Colors, so add colors. Haha, you can. So what you could do, if you do have Canva Pro, okay, if you have Canva Pro and you don't want to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you could probably create a personal brand kit and have the colors, and then you would just have to go in there and add all of them in there. And then you can title the gradient, and then it should come up under, let's go back here, elements, let's just go here, color. See, I have Canva gradient colors, so I have unsaved colors in it, so I could go in there and edit that, and the colors should show up there. But that's like with a personal brand kit, okay? So let's just go back, and I'm going to show you how we're going to go through if you want to, let's say, create stickers in Design Space. Here is what you are going to do. So I'm going to take this, we're going to change it back to white. I am going to go to Share. We are going to download. Now I'm just going to download page 3. I just want to do the current page, and I want a transparent background. Once again, if you have Pro, you can do transparent background. If you do not have Pro, you can download this with the background. Let's just go ahead, and I'm going to act like nobody here has Pro. We're just going to download it with the background, okay? You can do gradients and not have Canva Pro either, by the way. Now we're going to hop over into Design Space. I'm going to delete that out. We're going to come over here to upload. We're going to upload image. I'm going to bring my Finder back into view, maybe. I think I exited out of my Finder a while ago. Beautiful, boom. Here is the Canva foil effect. We're going to go to continue now. we want to remove the background. Now, automatic background remover is a Cricut Access tool, but because this is just a solid white, we should be able to just select and erase all of that white. Now, I do want to always preview that single layer to make sure that it got rid of everything around it, and it did. Okay, there are our 2 stickers. We're gonna go to Apply and Continue. We want this as a flat graphic, and Continue, and Upload. And here are our stickers in Design Space, exactly the way that we had them set up in Canva, okay? Now, if you want these to be separate, because currently they are together, what you will need to do in Design Space is bring in a shape, just like this. We can even change it from a basic shape to a guide, so we know that we're not doing anything else. And then I'm just gonna slice that away from that dinosaur one. So now this is separate from this one, okay? Now we can resize them individually, make them as large or as small as you want. You can duplicate them as many times as you want. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Make It. We're gonna go to Continue. And I am going to make some stickers, because why not? Also, if you haven't gotten your hands on any of the Cricut sticker paper, specifically the waterproof sticker set, I feel like I've talked about this so much that you all are probably tired of me, but I'm telling you right now, some of the best stickers that I've ever made. I do have my printer in here today. Yay! So I don't have to go anywhere. So back to our share screen. We're going to send this to printer. We're going to go to next. For this one, we are going to add bleed because we want it to go all the way to the edge. Okay? And then from there, we're gonna use System Dialog and print. Now I'm doing this media feeding from the rear tray and always turning our quality to best and clicking print. Turning my printer on, making sure it's there. Wake up. Okay, does anybody have any questions so far about creating a foil effect in Canva? That's right, we can leave the document and then create the copy. Just making sure that I didn't miss in it. Did the colors say we addressed that one? Perfect. Listen, I'm gonna take that as you all don't have any questions that I have taught you all. Good. Taught you all well enough that you don't have to ask questions. Okay, Christy's saying it's working now. Perfect, I'm so glad. Y'all, look at these. Those basketballs are cool. I love the basketball ones. That's super cool. So now what you would do is go ahead and add this. Oh, I'm not getting it straight. Normally I'm better at this. There we go. Look. There really is so many things you can do with this. The possibilities are endless. Christy's, no, Delvin says, I'm gonna play around so much. You can do so much with this. Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg, truly. Now, I am going to go to, browse all material. Waterproof. Printable waterproof sticker set, white. Done.
I don't know if we said this already, but this would be cool for like a monogram for envelopes.
Oh yes, this would be perfect for monograms. Actually, Sadie, why didn't we think about that earlier? Because we're gonna have to go back to Canva real quick and create one. This is gonna cut. Let's go back to our share screen. That is such a good idea. Okay, hear me out, hear me out. let's ungroup this. I know the basketball was cool, but let's just say I want this one. Let's change it to this gold. Hear me out. I still want to edit this. I want it to be like this way. Okay, now watch this. We're going to add another circle on top. Like this. Okay, we're going to change it to black. Now let's get a text box. Let's change it. Also, the font that we used was MGL Zephyr, if you want that exact font. I want to do like a thick monogram font. Let's try calligraphy. Also, what you could do is watch this. We can duplicate this circle. We can come back up here, add this gold effect to it and make it just a little bit smaller and create like a black circle on the outside. Do y'all see how I did that? And then you could do the monogram on the middle, or so you could do the monogram in black with like the black circle on the outside, or we can grab I was looking at calligraphy. That's right. I feel like this is a pretty standard calligraphy. Let's grab this. Like, you can't tell me that's not cool. That would be that's so good. Like, such a good hack for you all to do foil stickers and not have to do a lot of work. We can even change the font. I just picked the first one on there. Let's just say, you have to be very careful. Let's just say that. Ooh, this one's a good one, but we would need to make it just a little bit smaller so that it fits inside, maybe just a little bit bigger, about like that. I like how do you all see how I have the, like the M hanging off the edge of that? It doesn't line up as that lines up a lot. Oh, that lines up really good. I like that. Honestly, let's try it with a different letter. L is hard. And then make this a little bit bigger to hang it off. That S is pretty. Y'all, so many possibilities with this. So many possibilities with this. I'm glad that you brought that up. Okay, we're going to go back over here. This is cut through. And you know what? I said waterproof sticker set, and I never did put the waterproof stuff on top of it. Anyway, it's still really good sticker paper. It did cut all the way through though, because I did not put the waterproof laminate on top of it, but look at that. I'm sorry, but that's a really, really cool sticker. Dope. I love it. So, what do you guys think? I love this little hack using Canva to create foiled stickers that are not even really foiled. They're just printed. So, if you have any questions, right now is a great time to ask them. If you have not already signed up for boot camp, y'all, I'm telling you, you've got to go get signed up for boot camp. We have some really, really good projects. I'm trying to look around to see if I see them so that I can grab one and show you guys. We're doing a lot of really cool, we're doing some really pretty paper projects. We're doing some other, I can't really tell you what the other ones are because I'm afraid it will give away us part of our secrets. But you need to get signed up. You need to be there. It's going to be absolutely epic. And if you want your hands on this resource to create these exact same foil colors, and you're not part of the MGL membership, make sure you click that link and grab that $7 trial for Makers Gonna Learn. I promise you, you're not gonna regret it. With that $7, you are gonna get 7 days unlimited access to our website to kind of try us out before you buy it. And you're gonna be able to get 20 download credits. So you can download 10 fonts, 10 files, 20 fonts, or 20 files, a mixture of whatever, but that is gonna be yours as a thank you for trying us out. But once you get in our membership, I really think that you're gonna want to stay. And when I tell you that we are bringing so much more to Makers Gonna Learn than we ever have in the past, I promise you now is the time to get in the membership, because come July 20th, we are going to be announcing something absolutely epic. So get it signed up for boot camp. Grab a membership if you want your hands on this foil effect PDF, this resource that we have created for you all. Thank you guys so very much for being here with us today. I feel like today has been a little bit short and sweet, but I like to get to the point, and I like to get teach you all what you need to know, new crafty techniques that you all can use and actually use in lots of different ways. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you here back on the channel next Wednesday. Tanner will be here with you crafting along.